you're going to break the record, and when the opportunity presents itself, and still being able to give our team a chance to win, I can't tell you. It was kind of a bittersweet moment because obviously, we scored and we was able to move forward in the game. But, you still want to kind of get a win with the whole accomplishment. But at the end of the day, my teammates embraced me. It's a great moment. I just haven't quite wrapped my head around it all. It's happened so fast. But I'm quite sure I enjoy it and just move forward.
Was it a burden? The anticipation leading up to it, the idea that it's going to get done, but until it does, you're answering the questions and you're dealing with the emotions.
Well, I wouldn't say it was a burden. It was just something that I was always looking forward towards and never really focusing on just that individual accomplishment, still focusing on what I can do to help the team. And if it comes, if it presents itself, I wanted to embrace it as much as I can, and which I did. I was a recipient of a great pass by Phillip, and being able to, have my 112th touchdown is just an unbelievable accomplishment.
What did it mean for you when you saw the video of Tony Gonzalez actually congratulating the guy that you battled against for many years in the AFC West?
Well, I mean, some very generous words from a guy that obviously we competed against each other. It's like steel sharpening steel. He's always brought the best out of me, and I always try to do the same. And he's a guy who set the standard, who put in place certain things at the tight end position, and unfortunately, I was able to surpass that today.
Can you share what maybe Phillip or some of your teammates said to you right in that moment, right after?
Well, for the most part, most of the teammates were congratulating me, and it was fun in games. I specifically told Phillip to stay away from me, because Phillip is a guy that I've, been through the battles with for years and years, and I know that he can bring the emotions out of me. So he was the only one. I was like, look, you get away from me. You know what I mean? Everybody else, come on, congratulate me, but Phil, you stay over there. So it was fun, and we moved forward. We made a play, and we practiced it. Repetition. We prepared for this moment, and but at the end of the day, we still wanted to get the win.
I'm sure your phone's blowing up, but have you had a chance to call anyone who was the first person you called or shared a moment with?
Yeah, I mean, I got tons of texts from family and friends. They've been expecting this moment, been praying for me, been hoping for this moment. So it's fun. Like I said, it's just it's funny because we talk about 112, and it never really been my final destination. It was just a situation where I can surpass, every other tight end who's played in this league. I didn't come into this season thinking, oh, okay, I catch this one and I'm done. But unfortunately, I was able to get it here at the StubHub. And now it's just time for me to embrace it and have, enjoy it with my family and friends. But as you know, in this league, you got to, good or bad, you got to move forward.
What do you think to do with that ball?
Keep it, man. Yeah, I'm going to keep that ball. That's for sure. Put it with the rest of the collections that I have. And fortunately, when my kids get older, they can be able to say, this is their dad, and this was what he was able to accomplish when he played the game of football.
Is there any melancholy, or what is the emotion, the idea that you had 111 of these as a San Diego Charger, and now when you break the record, it's in L.A.?
Wow. I got to be careful how I answer that question because, yeah. I think, when you put so much time and skin in the game in the city of San Diego, you feel, you have a emotional attachment to them personally, but at the same time, change is great. Being here in Los Angeles, being able to be around a whole new regime of people and being able to accomplish something, starting fresh, if you will, is, at the end of the day, the accomplishment is still a big part of myself and my teammates, the guys that share the sacrifices, that share the blood, sweat, and tears that we do and that people don't see. And I think that's really what it comes down to me, is just that I'm able to do it with the guys that I practice with, the guys that I prepare with, the guys that I make these sacrifices with. And I think that's probably the biggest goal for me, and I was able to do that today.
And so just to that point, it seemed like a lot of fans came up because they wanted to see you do this. Your thoughts on the response that you got? I mean, you just scored the touchdown. That was probably as hot as it got. Your thoughts on the crowd, and I don't know if you had any expectations coming into the game, or just your thoughts on the crowd tonight.
Man, I really, people ask me, I mean, that's the same question I get over and over. And I think all I tell them is that my situation is so unique. I came in as a free agent, and I'm just giving you the history. I came as a free agent, and I played the game of basketball. I had no expectations of being here today, speaking about the touchdown record. It shows you that God's playing trumps whatever you got going on in your life. So I'm fortunate, man, and I'm grateful to be on this end of it and being able to be the recipient of such a great accomplishment. But at the end of the day, it never was in my plans. It was God's plans that wanted me to be here for whatever reason, and I'm here. I'm embracing it. I'm enjoying it.
Tell us how you got open and how that all worked, because teams looked like they were determined for you not to get the record on them. Denver had double teamed you down by the end zone when Keenan caught that pass. How did you guys pull this off?
I think Philip had his mind made up. He was coming to me on that play. So, a lot of trust. Like I said, we've worked on it day in and day out, and it shows you that practice makes perfect in the game. And he told me before the snap to make sure you get your width. And Keenan was wide open, and he put one in there, and like I said, I was able to make the catch.
Casey, how sick are you of losing? As good as you are, the team is not good. It's been losing at a lot of rate last 2+ years.
Well, one thing I've learned about this league is that it's a marathon, and you come into a season with the idea that you want to start fast, but at the end of the day, you tally up 16 games, and they start picking who gets seeded where. So obviously we didn't finish the way we've liked, but at the end of the day, we got to continue. It's a process, it's a marathon, and we're trying to continue to get better every single week.
You're a veteran. You're one of the leaders in the locker room. What do you do to kind of get rid of that "here we go again" mentality to make sure that the younger guys aren't letting that seep into their minds?
Well, the thing that we talk about, it more than likely it sounds redundant to teammates, because when you want to be a champion, it's doing the same things over and over, hearing the same things over and over. And that's what you hear me say, the word sacrifice. You hear me say the word commitment, trust. Those are the words that you're going to constantly hear me say all year, because that's what it takes. And when you're dealing with guys that's younger, that this is all new to, you tend to try to keep them focused, week in and week out, good or bad. It's going to be peaks and valleys in the season, and you just try to stay focused on, the task at hand. And that's what we try to implement in that locker room, and Coach does a wonderful job in explaining it. And unfortunately, we wasn't able to execute enough to win the game.
Two more, guys, two more.
What do you see now in Melvin? He was very excited for you. The offense was out there, and he ran out there.
Yeah, man. Melvin's crazy. Yeah. I was asking, what are you doing out here, dude? You're going to get a flag, because he's on defense. So, it just shows the love and the camaraderie we've built over time. And I think when you have those guys that care about one another the way we care about each other, good things would eventually start happening for us. We just got a slow start. So hopefully we can turn it around.
All right, thanks, Antonio.
All right, bro.
Thank you. Congratulations.